So this is the year to market your business, and especially for those people, for everyone who was locked down because of what has been happening the last year. Now a lot of businesses are starting to wake up and to look at the marketing landscape in a different way. Yes, and mainly because now the old ways are not working, the traditional marketing methods are not working as well, or they didn't, especially during COVID time. People can't visit, people can't travel, they are not able to meet as often as they were doing before. And so if you are using newspapers or radios or flyers or billboards or postcards, those are not working very well right now. And that's the reason why we have to turn down now to digital marketing strategies, and basically trying to reach our audiences through the social media channels that people are familiar with. If, let's say, you use Twitter, if you use Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest, WhatsApp, Snapchat, and so on, including email marketing, this is the time to dial it up a little bit and to brush up on a few of those ideas so that you can reach your customers where they are. A lot of people are spending a lot of time now on their social media, on their every time you look at somebody, they have their face and their fingers scrolling. Absolutely, they're always on their phone. Sometimes it does get to me, especially if I'm visiting with somebody and all the time they are facing and they are scrolling through with their fingers. But, if you're a marketer, then take advantage of that habit. So if, let's say, you're doing email marketing, one of the first things to do, because email marketing enables you to be able to follow up with your customer. And a lot of times you may be spending time on your social media. You may be posting on either your favorite social media. It could be Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram. But if you don't have a way to capture the people's information so that you can follow up with them later, sometimes you don't get to see as much effectiveness in your marketing. So the first thing to do is to have an email autoresponder system. Like if you sign up with Aweber or if you sign up with MailChimp, and there's so many others. And of course, even I now have some apps that you can use for email. So, but for Aweber and MailChimp, those are the most common. I mean, of course, there's ConvertKit and, Constant Contact and others that you can use. But a lot of those ones, especially, let's say, Aweber or even MailChimp, which is a lot of people use, you can get a free account. You can get a free account. If today you go to aweber.com or if you go to MailChimp.com, you get a free account which enables you to create one email list. One email list, meaning, let's say the one group you're targeting is people coming from your Facebook page. You're offering them something free. You have a freebie. Then you can take them to your landing page, which you can create with your email system. So like for Aweber, my customers normally can be able to create a landing page. Or if you have a website, then you can create that landing page on your website, a customized landing page where you're sending people from your Facebook post, and then you're telling them, go here to my website to get my free checklist on, maybe, let's say, like for me, I do gardening, on how to grow your vegetables fast, or how to get the best outcome from your fruit orchard, or for digital marketing, how to do your Facebook marketing easier. So whatever your freebie that you're giving to the people, or if you're having a call to action on your Facebook page, you're sending people somewhere. And if you're sending them to your website, let's say go to my website, the Exponential Digital Trainers, there you can say, I have a free webinar. And for people to sign up for that free webinar, they have to give you their email. Yeah? And that's the reason why you need an email system, because once they give you the email, you got to lead them somewhere. And the email system enables you to now capture that person's contact, their name and their email, and then you're able to follow up with them later. I mean, of course, you have to give them the freebie that you promised them, but thereafter you can say, hey, by the way, tomorrow I have a webinar. Like right now, tomorrow, for real, I have a webinar on people who want to to write their book. So if I was running a Facebook post, I would be saying, hey, go to my Exponential Digital Trainers website and I have a webinar. They can sign up for that. So that's the reason you need an email system that is connected to your social media. So when we are talking about your multi-channel marketing, is looking at your marketing not in just one area. So if let's say you're using Facebook, or if you're using messenger marketing, again, that is Facebook Messenger marketing, you can do the same, because with messenger marketing, which is a free resource that is within Facebook, you can send people there and you can have automated follow-up messages that might be also leading them to maybe something free you're giving to them, so that you can be able to market to them later. Because sometimes people meet you and they won't buy from you maybe the first time. It depends on where you're meeting people at, what level they are at with their issues. Let's say you're solving a problem and you're meeting them at the time when they're looking for the solution. Yes, they'll buy from you. Like I just had a workshop on how to launch your and market your business. And when I did that workshop on Friday last week, I had several people, some of them, and they were looking for somebody to help them with their marketing. And so when you listen to a workshop like that, then you hear the person say the things that you want to hear, then you sign up with them immediately. Yeah? There are those situations when somebody can sign up with you because you met them at the time they were looking for you. And in fact, some of the people who were in that workshop, they said, we were actually looking for somebody like you, which is very nice. But there are times when somebody is not looking for you at that time, but they hear you and they keep you at the back of their mind. And the only way to keep on top of mind is for you to be marketing to them with information that is helpful. And that's why whether you're using Facebook Messenger or using Facebook itself, or you're using your email, then you're on top of mind. So that is another channel. Then you can use video. People like to look at video. When you go to Facebook and you see somebody's post which has a video, you are more likely to click on it than if it was just words. Yeah? So you can use video. You can use blogs if you're good at writing. There are people who like to read. You can use podcasts. A lot of people now listen to podcasts in the radio that you listen to. So if you are able to do podcasts, and nowadays doing podcasts is nothing more than just you speaking the things you believe in. And so long as you have a good microphone, you can actually use Zoom to do your podcasting, because you can have the topic you're interested in, you record it on Zoom, you do some editing, and if the audio is good, then you can use that as a podcast. The other way to market is you can use influencer marketing. And with influencer marketing, there are people who are within the community, they have accumulated a large following. If they're influencers, they relate them to A list, the B list, and the C list influencers. So if you have your A list that if you have people who are influential and they have a big following, they can do a shout out for you. They can promote your products, And then, of course, there is also the Dream 100. The Dream 100 strategies for people who, let's say, you have other partners in the industry who can co-promote for you. You can co-promote for each other. So it's like affiliate marketing in a way. Because if less, and then somebody else, so if you had 100 people who are like that, they have a following, then obviously you extend your reach. You're able to reach a lot of people. Because then, Tony posts for me, Jimmy posts for me, Jane posts for me, and each of them, maybe they have 5 or 10 people or 20 people or 1,000 people. And so all these people now come to me, they become my contacts. So you have to develop your Dream 100. Who are the people in your industry that you can co-promote with, that you can support each other? They are not your competitors, are your friends. You should not look at them as competitors. They're actually your friends because they can help you. You can help each other. Then you can also do, of course, so when you're doing website marketing and the digital channels offers you the ability to attract and engage with the targeted audience. So, like I said, social media is not enough on its own to create brand awareness for your business. You know, if you're just posting a piece of content and hoping that people will find you, it's not enough sometimes. So I have talked about paid advertisement, especially on Facebook before. So if you are posting on Facebook, you got to give it a little push. We talked about boosting your post or putting a little paid money so that your Facebook post can reach more people. Yeah. You know that, Facebook will only show your content to just maybe 3% of your followers. They don't show to everybody. But for you to be able to reach the people you want, you need to do very good targeting. And of course, when you're creating a Facebook ad, there is some strategies to that. It's the copy that you use, the words that you use on your ad, the image or graphic that you use on your ad, or the video that you use on your ad, and then the title that you give to your ad, and lastly, where you're taking the people after they click on that ad. So if you have all that together, and then the people, you are leading them to your website, which is where you want them to go, or to a sales page of something you're selling, then certainly you'll be able to reach them more, faster. The next thing is to target. You have to define who is your target audience, because you're not selling to everybody. You may want to think so, but you don't sell to everybody. You sell to a specific group of people who are interested in your thing. So somebody who is using YouTube ads would be targeting somebody like you if they are targeting for people who like movie reviews. And even more niched is the type of movies that you like. So if somebody had a specialty, let's say for, maybe you like horror movies. I don't know. You do. Horror movies. So, yeah. But if, let's say, somebody is targeting people who like horror movies or horror books, thrillers and mystery and murder mystery or ghost books, then certainly you're a candidate. So they'll be targeting you. So the targeting is very, very key. Yeah. Your digital marketing strategy is the series of actions that help you to achieve the goals that you want. And therefore, a strategy is just a plan of action to achieve your desired goal. But you also have to measure the digital marketing success. What are your expectations? What does success look like? You've got to define that. Like today morning, it was interesting. Somebody called me because they want me to help them market their pharmacy business. And so you have to start defining what does success look like for them? Is it the number of people who now come to their pharmacy? Is it the number of people who come to buy their books? I deal a lot with authors as well. I'm now dealing with a lot of other online businesses. So you have to define what success means. Is it the number of people? So if, let's say, we did a posting, we did an ad, and then you can look at the before and the after. Before, I had maybe 10 people walk into my business. Now I have 20 people walk into my business. Then you can say that is a successful ad. So let's look at some quick strategies or some of these multi-channel targeting. You don't have to do all of them. You can decide, I'm going to do Facebook marketing, and I'm going to do Twitter marketing, and I'm going to do, let's say, WhatsApp marketing. You don't have to do all of them, because sometimes it can become very overwhelming. Although there is now apps that you can use, and if anybody would like help, I can help them, that you can be able to post to one place and it goes to all your channels. So you can repurpose your content also. So let's say you're posting to Facebook, the same post is going to appear in your link, your Twitter, your WhatsApp, your YouTube, and all that. Okay. So with your Facebook, of course, you've got to know your target audience. And you have to have branding of your business. You have to create a Facebook post that you can follow up with an ad, like we just said just now. You need to create links so that people can go places. I've seen so many people's Facebook posts that just end up, there's nothing in it at the end of that post. You're not having a call to action. And people like to be told what to do next. You may be posting, even if it's just to tell them, go to our website. To learn more, go to our website. Yeah? So you need to have that. And so you need to also post consistently. If you have graphics, good graphics, if you have good content, if you have got good images and videos, that's even better. With the Twitter marketing, of course, you can use hashtags for your Twitter. You search the Twitter lists that have your audience or groups on them. And again, here you create good graphics or images for your projects. And then you add links in your tweets for people to know where to go. Yeah? And you can ask other people to retweet your tweets. With Pinterest, for those of you who have got boards, Pinterest boards, you create for specific audiences, let's say women. You again have great images and graphics. Today, a lot of people go to Pinterest to get ideas for a lot of projects, yeah? Especially DIY projects, do it yourself. Yes, it's very popular for that. And of course, it can link back to your Facebook and your Twitter. With Instagram, again, you have good images. Instagram, you really have to create images, great graphics. And then, of course, you can also have those same hashtags. I think we spoke, I can't remember whether we did a full-fledged Instagram advertising. We'll probably do each of these channels on its own in the coming dates. Then, of course, so start by creating a digital marketing plan or goal and translate that into a strategic vision for your business. And of course, like we said, the digital marketing plan helps to identify the main strategies that you need. Define your marketing promotion strategies. Like I said, you can pick up only maybe 1 or 2 or 3 of these. You can say, I'm going to be posting on Facebook, I'm going to do email marketing, and I'm going to do, of course, video marketing on Facebook. And maybe if it's possible, you could do, let's say, Twitter or do WhatsApp or Instagram. So pick up 1 or 2. You can't do all of them because it can become very overwhelming. But as you get more comfortable, then you can go back into them. So trainers, exponentialdigitaltrainers.com, and I have a 30 minutes free session. If you go to the exponentialdigitaltrainers.com, you're going to see the 30 minutes free strategy session where I talk to you about your business, help you create a crystal clear vision of how to overcome some of those business challenges you may have and how to go forward.